Today I'm near Gibsons, British Columbia, at the factory that this home behind me was built. I have toured a lot of prefab homes on this channel, but some people have mentioned they'd like to find out more about how they're built. Each factory does things a little bit different, but today I'm meeting up with Scott from Click Modular. He's going to show us around and find out exactly how this home was built. Let's go check it out. Hey Scott.
Hey Gary, how are you doing?
Good, and you?
Good. Welcome to Click Modular.
All right, thank you. What do you got going on here?
Well, this is where all the magic happens, as we like to say.
Definitely.
We've been in this location. We've been here for about 5 years. Overall, the company's been really operating in the current catalog of homes for 10 years. It was founded about 15 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. As you can see, we have a dry facility, which is great, especially on the West Coast. And today, the guys are working on a couple of models. Right now on the floor here, we have a Hopkins, which is a 25 foot by 40 foot, 1,000 square foot, 2-bedroom home. These are the floors waiting for the plumbing rough-in to happen. That's scheduled for next week. And the guys here are just building the roof sections. That once we get this thing up and leveled with plumbing rough-in in the floors, we'll get the walls coming off the racks and it'll come together. We'll fly the roof pieces up. We'll build the whole thing in here up till electrical rough-in, and then we'll move it out into the yard for the final drywall, paint, and install the kitchens and all that kind of stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah. We like to keep the shop very clean and organized. That's important for us because we don't know when we're getting visitors.
Right.
And we want to continue to work.
Definitely.
So we use a 5S system, which is a component of the Toyota production system that we have in manufacturing. And well, it's busy in here.
That's
so
right.
Here we have our rack system. All of our framing starts over in the corner here. The framed walls will come onto the racks. Each wall gets inspected. At this stage, it gets a sticker and a sign-off. And then from here, the guys will pick them off and put them on the siding tables. So at the siding tables, we do window installs. We do all of the exterior wall envelope, rain screening. We'll install all the siding, J-trim, drip edge, all that stuff. As you can see, that gives us a great attention to detail. We pull all our own metal, so we have a 24 gauge standing seam steel on the walls and on the roof. So it's a 50-year roof, 50-year walls, and especially in BC where we have fire as a big issue. We no longer have any wood on the exterior with the exception of the soffits, which we still do in clear cedar. Okay. And that's about it. The rest of the exterior is in metal, or we have a product called Camclad, which is out of Alberta, which is kind of a neat siding. We like it. It's got a really good curb appeal, and again, it does give us some retardation on fire exposure, making the whole thing a low maintenance building.
Very nice.
Lots of our customers are people who are maybe downsizing, the kids are gone and all that kind of stuff, and the last thing they want to do is stain the house.
Exactly. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So we store all of our goods in here. We sort our lumber always. We don't use any lumber that doesn't achieve our standard. That goes back to the supplier. As I said before, we pull all our metal. So we order the coils, and the nice thing about that is that if somebody wants to do a custom color, we just order in the coil. There's a bit of an upcharge for that, and we've had people do houses in all kinds of colors. And we've got one that's going to be in a metallic champagne that's coming up. So,
oh, nice.
It's really can suit the buyer a lot. So, although we don't really like to change the house too much, we have a lot of things that we call that are sort of the personalization. We have a lot of choice in the kitchen. We have a number of quartz countertops that people can choose from. It doesn't change the price. It's more about them picking what they want. And we have a number of floor designs or colors that they use. So all those things combined allow the customer, even though it is a modular home, even though it is a catalog home, even though it is coming out of a factory, to make some changes to kind of really make it theirs.
Awesome.
Yeah, so a bunch of the guys aren't here today because they're actually at site finishing a house.
Nice.
We try to ship the houses between 95 and 97% complete. which means kitchens in, bathrooms in, fixtures in. The last things that we'll do when we land it is install appliances, make the connections for the house, and the final electrical, which is, you know, connecting service, final plumbing, connecting service, connecting water, things like that. But all our tile work, if you've ordered a bathroom, let's say, that has tile floors or tile surrounds, that's all done here and before we ship. So,
all right.
Yeah. And then that the advantage of that, of course, is that, again, it shortens the time from when it lands to when people are moving in.
So what is that time?
Well, it does depend, because, so for example, let's see, and you'll see that in one of the houses that we're going to see later today, you know, if it's way up in the air, we can't finish it until we have sort of safe, compliant egress stairs or decks or things like that. So sometimes the site is really the driver of that. If we go to a perfectly flat location and it's all wonderful and we don't even have to worry about a deck because they've done level entry, we have 3 days initially at site, so we land it all, and none of our houses take more than a day to land. So in 1 day, the house will be there on the foundation, and it'll be the envelope will be completed for waterproofing and all that, because it might be like it is today, raining hard, right?
Exactly.
Then we'll be back for 2 more days to prep it. After that final bit of prepping, we do a final paint out. So a professional painter goes in and does a final coat of paint. After that, appliances are installed and we do a walkthrough. We have a very comprehensive walkthrough with about I think it's a 14-page checklist. We go through with the customer every step of the way. You look at everything, right from the windowsills to how the corners are, how the paint is. Anything that comes up in that walkthrough, we flag. We usually get it done that day or within the next couple of days, and the keys are theirs.
Awesome.
And they can move in. So I would say we want about 15 days. We don't necessarily get it all in a row, but truthfully, our time on site, we try to keep it under that 15 to 20 day range.
Very nice. Okay.
Just once the rough-in has happened in the floor, we'll level it, laser level it on curb. We'll bring it up on supports so that it'll be sitting off the deck about this high on cribs. Then we will use the crane and fly all the walls in, install all the walls, all the interior walls, which all have been pre-made. And then we will take these roof sections. So these are the roof cassettes the guys are working on right here. We pick them up with the crane, fly them on top. Then we'll do the roofing. And while the roofing is happening, we can have the finished plumbing rough-in, the electrical rough-in come in. And often that's when a customer will show up, because we like to make sure that when we do the electrical rough-in, that, you know, some people like, oh, I'd like another plug here.
Right.
And it's a kind of a good opportunity for them to get a sort of, this is our house.
Yeah.
And people want to see it, right? You know,
totally.
They're like, when can we come? And I go, well, you don't want to come quite now.
Right. Yeah.
You really have to use
sense now.
You have to use your imagination a lot, right?
For sure.
But it's a great system, and we've been really happy with how well we've been able to optimize our production and our efficiency.
Now that we've seen how they're built, I'm going to show you what it looks like when it comes out of the factory before it goes to the site. Right over here. This is the Franklin. It's 1,092 square feet. It's got 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. And what better way to show you what a home looks like when it comes out of the Click Modular factory than to show you a home that just came out of the Click Modular factory. As Scott mentioned, this is 95 to 97% done. You can see they've got it kind of stuck together here. It's going to ship in 2 pieces. This is 27 feet wide, so each half is 13.5 feet. They're going to load it onto a truck, deliver it to wherever the job site is. They're just working on the foundation now. Place it on with the crane. The 2 pieces will come together. They'll spray foam the line between them. They'll finish the floor, finish the walls, do all the connections, and then within the 15 working days that he mentioned, it'll be move-in ready. We're in luck, folks, because there is a finished Franklin about 45 minutes from here, so I'm gonna go check that out. It'll be in the next video. That is it for the Click Modular build process. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe because there is more coming from Click Modular. Hope you enjoyed the inside look at their factory. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next